Hey, 10th graders, welcome to week 4. I just want to walk you through a couple of quick things. First, in case you haven't sort of figured out an organizational system yet, I recommend this for you. Get a spiral notebook for each class, and then that spiral notebook will be where you'll keep notes and calendar items for every single week for that class. I'm going to give you a quick example. I've done one for week 4. If this was my LA10 binder, I would write at the top, week 4, the 4 agreements. And then I can just identify all of the elements in my week 4 folder. For example, my Watch This First video, which you're watching right now, includes these kinds of pieces of information that I'm going to jot down while I'm watching them. And then 4.01 is the explanation of the week's work, and I just write that stuff in there. Then 4.02 is where I actually have to start taking notes. For this week, it's going to be on background knowledge, and I can just start taking my notes right here. I can carry on and just turn pages so that I know that every week my stuff is organized by week in order in my LA spiral notebook. Now, another option for you, if you don't love spiral notebooks, would be to just have blank loose leaf paper and put it in a binder. You can keep all your classes in the same binder and just put tabs in for each class. You'll notice that this week I give you a couple of options for taking notes. I actually provide you with a note taker, so if you want to print that out or to do it, type it electronically, you can put that into a binder, and that'd be a little bit different than using this. But just so that you're thinking about ways to organize all the content for your classes. Okay, let's transition into the week's work. So you'll see that the Schoology page is up. You have the Watch This First video, which you are actually watching right now. 4.01 is the explanation of the week's work. And I just want to alert you guys, it's really, really important that you read that every single week. It gives you the overview of what's going to happen during the week. And it also connects what you're learning with what you've already learned so that your brain can start to attach the new information to what it already has. It helps you to kind of get a context for everything that you're learning and how one week is building on the next week. What we're going to do this week is we're reading excerpts from the 4 agreements. And we're also going to do a couple of literacy strategies that are meant to help you guys along the way. So we're going to talk about activating background knowledge, and then we're going to read an intro. By the way, I read this to you if you are interested. If you're not, then just take the PDF. You can read it to yourself. And then we're going to talk about setting a purpose, and then we are going to read chapter 2. And again, for chapter 2, I read that to you so that I can teach you kind of what it looks like to activate background knowledge and to set a purpose while you read. If you're not down for that, if you learned enough in the screencasts, then you can just move forward and read it on your own. The PDFs are in each of these sections for you. Then you go to the 3rd agreement. That one you're going to have to read on your own. And then you have a discussion board screencast. It's just another way for me to help support you as you guys are growing and kind of figuring out how to do discussion boards so that you can earn your maximum points. Then I'm going to do a little tutorial screencast on how to incorporate quotes into your writing. And after that, you will actually do a discussion post. It's going to be important in that post that you take everything that I've taught you, not only about the 4 agreements, but also about how to incorporate quotes so that you can create a discussion post that is meritorious, that's sophisticated enough, that has enough depth, and that includes textual evidence and an internal citation. I'll be grading for all of those qualities. And then finally, you have a quiz here that's 20 points, and it covers everything that you will have learned this week. So all the notes you will have taken, all the things that you've learned are all going to appear on that quiz for you. So the quiz is timed, so just be sure that you know all that information. Remember, you're supposed to put your notes away, not have any additional tabs up. It's a quiz like I would give it to you in a normal classroom. If you have any questions about any of this stuff throughout the course of the week, please reach out. I very much encourage you to come into my office hours. I have office hours Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Please pop in. I'm also going to push on you guys to get all of your work done by Fridays. That way, if you have any problem when you hit Friday, you can still come into my office hours at 1 o'clock on Friday and still get additional support in case you needed to follow up on anything over the weekend. But if you don't do that and you put off your work until the weekend, I'm pretty unavailable over the weekend. So if you ran into a problem, you might just have to kind of figure out how to solve it on your own. And I would hate for that to happen because I'm here for you. So get your work done early, come into my office hours, come hang out with me, and have a great week. Thanks so much.